This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. I am absolutely in no way joking or being hyperbolic when I say that I think Donald Trump is slipping away. And look, maybe I'm being duped here. Maybe this is a ploy in future legal cases to say, yeah, just look at the evidence. He's been losing it for a long time. He can't be held accountable for his previous crimes when he was a clear-thinking individual. Now he's in the throes of dementia. You know, kind of the Corrado Soprano, the junior soprano way of going about things with a judge in a court to try to to try to avoid consequence for their crimes. Yesterday, he was at the National Religious Broadcasters meeting. This is a trade organization, I guess. People who feign martyrdom, people who feign like they are victims of the United States. They're being oppressed by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution that prohibits an establishment of religion, frequently called the Establishment Clause, that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. And that bums them out. They want an established religion. They want their particular interpretation, one of thousands, their particular interpretation of doctrine and Christianity to be the one that rules us all. And Donald Trump spoke before this group. And evangelical Christians have an odd, wishful thinking, magical thinking way of going about life. And they want so badly for Donald Trump to be a Christian that they'll believe anything he says, even when he's just rambling like a madman, making no sense whatsoever. I've got a few clips here. First, we'll start with the rambling. We'll start with the slipping away right before our eyes. Try to make sense of any of this.
I will never allow the big media or left-wing pressure groups to silence you, censor you, discriminate against you, or in any way tell you what you have to say. They want you to say what they want to have you say, and we're not going to let that happen. You're going to say as you want, and you're going to believe, and you're going to believe in God. You're going to believe in God because God is here and God is watching. God is watching. And God probably can't believe what he's seen. I think he's having a hard time with this one. He's trying to figure, well, maybe he isn't, but everyone else is, I can tell you. He probably understands it very well, better than anybody. There's enough filth on our airwaves.
Just because you're confused about a lot of things, Donald Trump, does not mean that the Christian creator of the universe, everything seen and unseen, is also confused. They want you to say what they want you to have you say. And we're not going to let that happen. You're going to say as you want, and you're going to believe, and you're going to believe in God. You're going to believe in God because God is here and God is watching.
They want you to say what they want to have you say, and we're not going to let that happen. You're going to say as you want, and you're going to believe in God. You're going to believe in God because God is here and God is watching. God is watching.
All Donald Trump has to do is read the words that have been written for him off of the prompter. That's all he's got to do. You know, it's the Ron Burgundy thing. If it's on the prompter, he's going to read it. But that's not the case with Donald Trump. I don't know if he gets confused by the words that are before him. This Ivy League educated man who somehow has not mastered his native tongue, his only tongue. I get it. English is hard. I have my own moments. But the words are there. That is bananas. And getting to more confusion, look, there's been a lot of talk about Joe Biden saying that President El-Sisi of Egypt was the president of Mexico. And, there must be a problem here. But everybody, even liberals I see, even Democrats I see, ignore Donald Trump and his gaffe after gaffe after gaffe, constantly making mistakes just like this one, where he says that the capital of Israel is Israel.
nothing happened. But I did it, and Israel, therefore, became the capital. Then it was a big thing, and on Monday I called back the biggest leaders in the whole world, richest leaders, biggest leaders. I said, hi, what's up?
What? And they're there for it. They're applauding. They're joyously anticipating Donald Trump's return to the throne of power in the White House. Because this was Christian broadcasters, apparently it was this was a big winner moment for Donald Trump, where he claims or promises to protect AM radio. Is AM radio at threat? He's going to protect it, though. Don't worry. We all love our AM radio, and he's here to protect it while also interspersing rambling at the same time.
It's sick. I will protect the content that is pro-God. We're going to protect pro-God context and content. To that end, at the request of the NRB, I will do my part to protect AM radio in our cars. You know, we like to listen to AM radio because you know what we're listening to. Millions of...
Now, that's obviously one of those moments where he flubs the word. It's content, but he says context and then says context and content. It doesn't make any sense, but they don't care. It doesn't have to make sense because they know he's there to do whatever they say. He is there to put forward, to endeavor to make sure that their worldview comes to fruition, and we're all ruled by it, this Christian nationalist nightmare. Again, look, I got two more clips. One's very clear, very quick. Very brief. It's one where he can't even pronounce the word evangelical or evangelicalism, but they love him. They love him for it. The other is him telling a lie that they're also here for, even though it's an absolute lie, about murdering babies that have been born, a post-birth abortion that Republicans love to talk about. They never say the state that it's taking place in. They never talk about wanting to prosecute what would be a murder. It's just a lie. There's never any details. There's never any facts involved because it's just a conspiracy theory to whip up the evangelical psycho anti-abortion base. Here he is not being able to say the word evangelical, which is strange since it is a large part of his most loyal base.
Love of Christ, the stories of the Holy Bible and the voices of famed evangelical people and evangelists like the late, great Pat Robertson, who was a great gentleman, got to know him very well.
That's how he spelled it here. Evangelical SJJSFG. I tried to do it the Donald Trump way. Listen, this is bizarre. I have one more clip, and it's the abortion one. And the reason I'm going to end on this is because, one, when you have a moment or you have a speech by Donald Trump, there usually is like one moment that people will attach themselves to. I have so many more clips in this folder from this event that are just like this. That's why I say Donald Trump is absolutely losing it. He's drifting away before our eyes, or, like I said at the top of the video, this is a ploy to be able to point to some kind of a junior soprano defense. But they don't care that he can't say evangelical, that he seems like a drunken psycho on stage. They don't care because of the promulgation of these lies, of the forwarding of conspiracies and lies that will land them on a cultural position like outlawing abortion, even if it takes lying about that issue. Watch this very disturbing moment.
9 months and even after birth. Even after birth. You remember the former governor of Virginia that said the baby will be born and we will decide to kill the baby after birth. We will make a decision with the mother. This is the first time I heard that, but there is legislation in some states where you actually have the right to do that. So they're the radicals. You're not the radicals. We're not the radicals. They're the radicals. And you have to say that. Politicians have to say that because nobody believes that after a certain period of time, nobody believes that you should be doing this. It's like 97% agree.
Yeah. Give me some more percentages about what nobody believes, Donald Trump. First of all, nobody believes that you should be able to abort. It's not an abortion at that point. It's murder after a baby is born. Nobody believes that. No one is doing that. That is against the law. It's called murder. And what is the legislation in these states? There's legislation in some states, this nebulous, scary some states. If there was legislation, do you not believe, do you not know, do you not understand that Republicans would be beating a drum 24/7 about those particular states? It wouldn't be left nebulously hanging out there, just some random nondescript, non-named state. Come on. What do you think about this? I would love to know. We can have a conversation in the comments. That would be great. Helps to trigger the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, to share this video, my content, other videos from my channel to new viewers who might then join you as an audience member. That would be fantastic. If you want to help support my work in other ways, you can click the join button below on a YouTube video, become a channel member for $2 a month. You can hit the super thanks button. You can go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. You can follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I'd love to see you there. And I am going to go. I appreciate you very much. Have a great weekend. Be genuine. Take care of one another.